Welcome to the summary of Standard 1 of the Merritt College 2021 Institutional Self-Evaluation Report. Mission, Academic Quality, and Institutional Effectiveness. The mission of Merritt College is to enhance the quality of life in the communities we serve by helping students to attain knowledge, master skills, and develop the appreciation, attitudes, and values needed to succeed and participate responsibly in a democratic society and a global economy. That is our most recent mission statement and was originally approved by the Board of Trustees in 2014. As you know, we are currently in a mission review cycle, so the mission may be different in a few months. It is essential for all of us to participate in the mission review process so that our voices will help to shape the mission of our college. We have had interactive presentations and workshops on the mission statement at the Spring and Fall Summits of 2020 and again at our most recent January 2021 Flex Day. You also hopefully responded to the survey asking for your input on the mission statement sent over the past few weeks, and we'll have another interactive discussion at the March Flex Day. Merritt's programs and services are aligned with the mission. This is the key to Standard 1A. Well, how do we know if our programs and services are aligned with the mission? The evidence we look at are the program review and annual program updates, as well as assessments. We use data to determine if we are effectively accomplishing our mission. The mission guides decision-making, planning, and resource allocation. Those two statements are central to Standard 1. Beyond that, they are essential to everything that we do. Alignment to our mission is the primary criterion for approval of courses and programs. How do we ensure this? That's where validation comes in. Those of you who filled out the APU, the annual program update, you know that there was a series of different validations, including curriculum, assessment, program data analysis, use of prior resources, and improvement actions and resource requests. Here is the SLOAC validation form. SLOAC looked at each APU and provided a rating based on the strength of the assessments that were done. Did they show linkages to student learning? And then in looking at resource requests, SLOAC determined whether resource requests were aligned with assessment outcomes and improvement plans. The curriculum validation ranked programs based on what percentage of active courses, certificates, and programs had been updated in the past 3 years, or that's really 2 years for career technical education programs. They also looked at whether courses, programs, and certificates that are no longer running had been deactivated. Finally, they looked at whether the questions about curriculum were answered on the APU. These validations are used to help make decisions about resource requests. Thanks to President Johnson and VPI Richardson, collaborating with faculty and staff, we have a new APU template that is so much better than the old one. Also, thanks to our Director of Research and Planning, Nathan Pellegrin, everything on the form actually worked this year, and we were able to access the disaggregated data we needed from the Power BI tool. So this year's APU template was a huge success. I did make a separate short video to give you a tour of the APU template. So for those of you who have not seen it, you can access this here on the Institutional Effectiveness Planning and Research website under Program Review and APUs. Moving on to Standard 1B, Academic Quality and Institutional Effectiveness. At Merritt, we have collegial dialogues regarding equity, student outcomes, and achievement. We work towards continuous improvement in student success. What is our evidence of that? One of the pieces of evidence are the Flex and Professional Day discussions and trainings that we have. Looking at the list of trainings that we had at our January Flex Day, you can see some relevant trainings on equity. The Raven training, and if we go down further, implicit bias training. We also had trainings concerning using Power BI for disaggregated data. Other places that we have collegial dialogues and work on continuous improvement are at the fall and spring summits. Of course, assessment at every level is essential towards continuous improvement in student success, whether that's SLOs, SAOs, PLOs, AUOs, which are administrative unit outcomes, and ILOs, institutional level outcomes. Also, the minutes from our meetings that we have on campus, whether those are discipline meetings, program meetings, service area, or participatory governance meetings, serve as evidence that we are having these discussions and looking at continuous improvement in student success on an ongoing basis. Student equity lies at the heart of institutional dialogue about student learning and achievement at Merritt College. And we can see this as we look at the 2017 to 2019 Integrated Plan, which established these equity goals. Improve access to college for underserved populations, increase ESL and basic skills math and English course completion rates, reduce the achievement gap by increasing persistence and completion at the course and program level, increase transfer rate through targeted transfer readiness strategies, and support and sustain quality instruction and services to increase access and success. These goals were further refined using the work of Guided Pathways, the system-wide goals of the California Community College Chancellor's Vision for Success, and the legal requirements of AB 705 and the Student Equity and Achievement Program. What you are looking at here are the Merritt College Student Equity Plan goals for 2019-2022. An important dimension of these goals is the equity change. That's the column all the way to the right here. Notice the largest change at over 237% is the goal for completed transfer level math and English within the district in the first year. This is due to AB 705. As a reminder, AB 705 requires community colleges to maximize the probability that a student will enter and complete transfer level coursework in English and math within a one-year time frame. The other goals are also very ambitious, calling for nearly 20% change, in other words, closing the equity gap for transfer and student retention. At Merritt, we have an emphasis on assessment. This is essential because assessment is the way that we are meeting our goals to support student achievement and success. It speaks to the importance of regular and continuous assessment, again, regardless of whether those are student learning outcomes, service area outcomes, program level outcomes, administrative unit outcomes, or institutional learning outcomes. Also, we look at the APU validation of assessment. Merritt establishes institution-set standards that are appropriate for our mission. We saw these when we did the introduction, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these, but you can see that we specifically lay out numbers and percentages. And these are not the same as the stretch goals we covered before. These are the institution-set standards. As a high-functioning organization, Merritt uses data and processes to support student learning and achievement. In other words, we don't go by our instincts or opinions in deciding how to best serve our students. We test and question our practices using our program review 3-year cycle, which examines assessment, goals, and resources. We use disaggregated data to see how different populations of students are succeeding, or to find achievement gaps. We follow policies, and we engage in planning, review, and budgeting cycles in order to make decisions and best serve our community. We evaluate ourselves, our peers, provide feedback to our administrators, and engage in broad-based discussions. Most of you have seen our integrated planning and budget model. This is an annual cycle, and if you want more information about it, you can find these training videos about the IPB cycle on the Institutional Effectiveness Planning and Research website under Training Videos. Merritt regularly evaluates our policies and practices towards academic quality and mission accomplishment. In 2015, when we submitted our last ISER, Merritt was placed on probation. There were 8 district and 9 college recommendations. To assist in our response, Merritt requested a partnership resource team. They came to our college in 2015 and 16. As a result, we received a $200,000 Innovation and Effectiveness grant to support improvement of institutional effectiveness in the areas of integrated planning, outcomes assessment, institution set standards, and collegial communication and engagement. And you've seen many of the results of this today. It also resulted in a series of evaluations and surveys that we've done recently. Starting in spring 2016 and right up until spring 2020, you can see the surveys and self-evaluations that the college has practiced. The purpose of these surveys and self-evaluations is to find out what we're doing well, what our strengths are, and where we need improvements. Standard 1C is about institutional integrity. Merritt provides clear and accurate information to students, personnel, and the public. We're right now having our website updated so that it can be as accurate and clear as possible. One place that we have incredible accuracy is our college catalog. Here's the cover of our beautiful 2020-2021 Merritt College catalog, but I wanted to direct you to the table of contents for this catalog. Notice that beyond the associate degrees and certificates we offer, there are a lot of other items, a lot of information. And if you look, this catalog has over 400 pages. We owe a huge thank you to our curriculum specialist, LaShawn Fitch, who put incredible effort, used her knowledge and skills to construct this beautiful and accurate catalog. It is no mistake that she has included all of this information. This information is actually required. You can see all the information that we're required to put in our catalog. Merritt College has both board and college procedures concerning honesty, responsibility, and integrity, and we demonstrate a commitment to high-quality education, and that student achievement and learning are paramount. Merritt College also embraces our core values, including student success, a caring spirit, teamwork and inclusion, a student-centered campus climate, and by honoring and respecting the beautiful diversity of our many Merritt College constituents.